takes the kickoff from the 13-yard line, and Tim Brown gets out to the 34 as we open the fourth quarter. Jacques Chapdelaine talking it over with Travis Lulay. We talked about the fact that the Lions signal the plays, and Chapdelaine believes that it forces the quarterback to visualize better, that when you call the play over the headset, he looks at a wristband and then calls it. Sometimes the quarterback can't even remember the play you just called.
Yeah, well, you're reading as opposed to visualizing, and oftentimes you have to fill in the blanks. He gives you a couple of different hand signals, and then you already know the play. Then you have to fill in the blanks, and you're already visualizing. We'll get to it after this, but it's a tremendous conversation with Jacques Chapdelaine and how he utilizes those signals to his team's advantage.
BC first down from the 34-yard line, and Lulay fires. The pass caught by Arsenault. And Manny Arsenault still running up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of about 6.
Yeah, and, you know, Travis, he can look over there now. There you go. The signals are coming in, and Jacques already calling for it. It's Arsenault just on a hook flat. Pretty simple. There's the flat, there's the hook. Clears it out underneath. And Lulay delivers. It's a slow developing play. Looks like Ted Laronda's in there on him, stapling him into the turf, letting him know that he's still around.
And Lulay fires again, and the pass is caught as Courtney Taylor has a first down out to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations where Chapdelaine can signal in right now. He doesn't have to wait for the box to clear the headsets and the speakers that are in the quarterback's minds, because oftentimes you have to wait until you have an opportunity to speak to the quarterback. Jacques can get it in before the play's even over.
Because an official activates the headset in the quarterback's helmet.
That's right, and you have to wait for that to happen before you can talk to your quarterback, so you actually gain more time by signaling in. That's what Jacques Chapdelaine really believes in.
And Arsenault on the carry, beats a couple of tackles, still going. And Arsenault ran a long way to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Now, my question for you, Matt, is this. Don't defenses know what the signals are?
No, you can't. I mean, you can pick up a couple of them, and I can guarantee it, you're not going to be able to translate that to the defensive coordinator, to the defense on the football field in 20 seconds and be able to execute a play to take advantage of what you may think you saw. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. I know people videotape that, they watch that, they try to pick it up, and it just can't translate over to production defensively to try to stop what they're doing.
Loss was a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And Lulay has all day and room to run. Eats midfield, dives, and gets to about the 53-yard line. It'll be a couple of yards short of a BC first down.
Joe Burnett had a beat on Lulay, and Travis saw it coming, and he got down and he fell down a couple yards short.
So, Matt, Paul McCallum comes on to punt. We mentioned earlier in the game that we thought his record was safe. It's not. The CFL has ruled that Rene Paradis' field goal attempt was not an attempt because it didn't cross the line of scrimmage. My question is, John Bowman got credited with a block kick on that play. How can you block a kick if there was no attempt?
You're trying to make sense of something that
doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. But the facts are the facts. And our head statistician in the CFL, Steve Daniel, was all over it and never crossed the line of scrimmage. Therefore, Rene Paradis' streak is still alive, and McCallum's streak is in jeopardy.
Coke on the return, an 18-yard return after a 42-yard punt. The CFL and TSN back after this. CFL on TSN is brought to you by GMC. We are professional grade. 11:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Mike Riley and the Eskimos trail the BC Lions by 11 points. Got 3 on their last drive. We're close to the BC goal line, though. And Riley up and throwing, and Stamps with the catch at the 52-yard line, but it's ruled incomplete.
Zone coverage. Stamps finding that soft spot. Not accurate throw by Riley. Didn't lift it enough for him. Watch. He attacks his area of the coverage. Zone coverage. He sees it. Tries to find the hole. Ball's behind him. Hits the turf. Easy call for the official.
the rush. Riley gets the pass away, but it's incomplete as Marcus Henry couldn't get a hand on it. He got whacked at the end of it. And there's a flag down. And it may be against the Lions. Cord Parks is the man in the middle of that conversation.
After the play, objectionable conduct. BC, number 26. 10-yard penalty results in a first down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking for taunting there, Matt?
Yeah, it looks like it. And you're going to see the hit. It's a solid hit, but then he just can't do the extracurricular afterwards. Strong throw right there. Head in front. Good tackle. And then he starts talking noise. And he can't do that. Showing up a guy like that, Henry knows he should have caught it. That's football, solid play, but then all that trash talk is not.
So it's a first down for the Eskimos outside their 40-yard line. Riley on the play fake is under pressure and gets away. And Riley gets to midfield and another Edmonton first down. Well, we saw the Eskimos commit a roughing the passer penalty that extended a drive for BC that resulted in a touchdown. Will the objectionable conduct penalty by the Lions do the same for Edmonton?
You're absolutely right, Gordon. I think it's critical for the Eskimos to take advantage of this at this juncture of the football game because a little over 10 minutes to go, and as stingy as the Lions defense has been this season, and certainly last season, well, you got to take advantage of these opportunities because they're not going to come very often.
Play fake for Riley, looking over the top. He's trying to find Corey Coe. That's incomplete. He was hand fighting with Dante Marsh all the way up the field, but Kerry Coe unable to get to it.
Dante Marsh is just absolutely wonderful coverage. I'm talking about shadowing him. These two right here, watch what he does. He just walls him off and basically uses the sidelines as an extra defender. He's already flipped his hips. He's just going to screen him off right there. No chance for Riley to stick that ball in there unless it's the throw behind.
First time we've mentioned Dante Marsh's name tonight because they don't go that way.
He's a shutdown corner.
Now Riley, good time, throws to the wide side of the field. Coehorn's got it. Needs the first tackle and more, and Coehorn out of bounds at the BC 40-yard line for a gain of 15 and a first down.
And the nightmare drive for Cord Parks continues to happen because he misses. He just blows a tackle here. Coehorn's having a tremendous night. I think he goes over 100 yards here. He's on the outside. And watch Cord Parks. He gives him too much room. He just sits in the zone, comes back to the football, and then he just misses. He doesn't get his head in front. Coehorn makes a nice play. 6 for 103 on the night for the Calgary Fire.
Now the give goes to Charles, who gets down to the 36-yard line. And all this happens as we keep an eye on the elbow, the right elbow of quarterback Mike Riley. Now, can they drain that?
Oh, yeah, well, they can drain it, and I've had mine drained and operated on, you know, after a couple seasons, because it's not going to get any better. It's going to continue to be very, very reactive to any type of pounding on the turf, and the way he runs the football and extends for yards, his elbow's always going to be slamming into it. He'll deal with it the rest of the year.
Second down, throws, and the pass is high for Coehorn. They'll bring up third down.
They're huddling up here.
Now, if you kick the field goal, you get within 8.
Grant Shaw certainly got the leg. It's a chip shot for him. It'll be like 47 yards. Maybe about a 43-yarder. But I tell you, he's got plenty of legs. It's a chip shot for him. You don't have to overpower this. Just get a good hold by Joseph. And a good snap from Ryan King.
So a 43-yard try. Shaw was 2 for 2 tonight.
Make this a one-possession game.
Missed it. And Brown will will concede one. So the Eskimos are down by 10. And we're back to Vancouver on the CFL on TSN after this.
We go back to last week in the rain, the monsoon in Edmonton. Travis Lulay showing you that he can block too. Beautiful play. High energy ball player, gets jacked up and his team follows. And then here, in today's game, a broken play. Lulay's in a similar spot and he uses his head and says, no, not today. I don't think so. That play's not going anywhere. It's not designed. I'm not getting the ball. That's a play by Travis Lulay.
So the Lions now with the ball at their own 36-yard line and the clock running at just over 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And on first down, we give it to Andrew Harris, who pulls his way ahead for a gain of 8.
He's got such patience and poise in the hole. It's amazing. He presses the point of attack. It's not there, and he just slides right through. And watch it. He just pauses right here at the line of scrimmage and then bounces this way. Most backs would just stick their head in there. He just pauses, waits, finds a little crease, and picks up 8 yards. It's like it's tough to teach, because your instincts are just to get what you can, but he waited, let the blocks develop, and found that seam, and exploited it for 8 yards.
And here he comes again. And once again, just pulls the pile ahead. Gets 4 and a first down. Lions' last home loss a year ago tonight to Edmonton. Since then, they've reeled off 7 in a row at home and have won 14 of their last 15 here.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I think Don Matthews referred to that in his halftime acceptance speech going up here on the Wall of Honor, or Wall of Fame. How BC Place is a tough place for opponents to come in, whether they're coming from the East Coast here and the time change or whatever it is. I think it's more to do with the football teams here and the fans, because this is a loud facility, and they do have a really good defense. And I credit it more to that than anything else. They defend their home turf as well as anybody.
Now just pounding it out on the ground. And this time, they gave the ball to Raleigh Lambala, who last week reeled off a 29-yard run in Edmonton. Now, to put that in perspective, the most rushing yards he's ever had in the season is 32.
And talked to Jacques Chapdelaine about him, the offensive coordinator for the Lions, and he says, you know, we had to put a package together for Raleigh because we use him so much in the blocking scheme. You have to have extensions off of that in similar plays and formations that will take that'll stop your tendencies from happening when he's in the football game. So you got to feed him the rock and have a series for him, and it worked last week for 29 yards.
Second and long. And Lulay, flush out the pocket, will have to run. Needed the Edmonton 52, doesn't get midfield. And so the Eskimo defense stiffens and forces the Lions into a kicking situation. 5:26 to go. And running here in the fourth quarter, that missed field goal.
Yeah, coming back to hurt him. And Grant Shaw just tried to overkick that, in my opinion, because he had plenty of leg just to smooth stroke it, and he tried to yank it, and he certainly did.
And Kerry Cope is back to take the punt from Paul McCallum. Puts it high towards the sidelines, chases Cope back to the 10-yard line. Cope looking for the corner. Flush back by Anton McKenzie, nothing doing there. Tackle made by Kyle Jones. Riley coming in, but the question is, will this elbow hold up? His team down by 10. The champion golfer of the year. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific on TSN. Lee Westwood has the lead. Tiger Woods, who has not won a major since the U.S. Open in 2008.
It was fun watching Westwood and Woods go at it today. They were going shot for shot for 18 holes. That was like match play. Fun to watch.
Eskimos backed up to their 7-yard line, and Riley brings the ball down and then runs into the arms of Eric Taylor. Now bring up second and long for the Eskimos with the clock running.
Yeah, this play played zone defense and got there. You know, they're not bringing but 4 people. Yeah, you know, he's big boy's right here. He's just going to work and hustle, get there, and they got plenty of people to block him. He just throws off one. O'Donnell gets leverage on him. He saw him get leverage. Everett's got leverage on O'Donnell, though. He's 6'11". Eric Taylor coming on the big boy.
Gain was 2 and 2nd and 8 from the goal line. Riley flushed again. From behind, gets hit, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jabbar Westerman, of all people. And he takes it down to the Edmonton 13-yard line. Maybe not the guy you'd pick to have the pick.
Again, it's pressure, just with the 4 guys up front. They're not doing anything different here. This is their calling card. This is their calling card. Run a little twist, get pressure, and they get it done. They just get it done. Collapse in the pocket. Not even running twists. Just continue to keep their heads up. Karan Williams coming from the other side, and then Westerman playing receiver makes a nice play in the ball.
It's a nice over-the-shoulder catch.
It really was. I'm talking about athletic unit up front there. Kareem Smith, Karan Williams, Eric Taylor, just phenomenal athletes up front. You got him, Julius Williams. Patience.
Harris pulls inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
You saw what I meant there by patience? You see him hesitate and let the play develop in front of him? That's a gift. That is a gift by Andrew Harris. Watch him hesitate and let the play develop. Here comes the pulling. Here comes Kabongo. No match there. Just swallows up the defensive lineman. He lets that happen. Next thing you know, you got 7 yards.
13 carries for 73 yards for Harris so far tonight. As we approach the 3-minute warning. Lions have won 6 of the last 7 meetings between these 2 teams. And from the shotgun, Harris will fight his way down to about the 3. And we have reached the 3-minute warning in Vancouver. The CFL on TSN is back after this.
Get the lowest prices of the season right now at the GMC Summer Sell Down. The lowest prices of the season on the fuel-efficient 2013 Terrain, or the lowest prices of the season on the 7-passenger 2013 Acadia, and the lowest prices of the season on the proven and powerful GMC Sierra, including up to $10,000 in cash discounts. Plus, current pickup owners receive an extra $1,000 in truck bucks. Like summer, these offers will not last. Only at your GMC dealer.
What inspires Giant to push the boundaries of bicycle technology?